Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of great milestone Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, broke a thumb to you, hopefully elect. I just wanted to do this, make this real quick video based off this dream, a little small dream that I had. Me not being one to have dreams, and the somewhat dreams that I do have that I believe through the spirit actually mean something. They're very because most of the dreams that I have, I don't be remembering them. But this was one that I remember very, very, very it's still pretty fresh in my mind. So I just thought I'd rather just do a video on it, and then Lord willing, it be edifying and uplifting. But I want to start on this here in the book of Psalms, chapter 123. It's only 4 verses. I'll read the whole chapter. It says, "Unto thee lift up mine eyes, O thou that dwellest in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look unto the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress." Because you see, like I said, the servant is looking unto the hand of the masters, right? The maiden looking unto the hand of her mistress, right? It says, "So our eyes wait upon the Lord our power until that he have mercy upon us." Because you see, man, we're going to be put in very straight situations, very difficult situations, all right? And we're going to look to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai in delivering us, all right? But you see, the thing is, we have to wait. We have to wait patiently, even if it doesn't look good and it just seems like this is the end of the line. Nevertheless, we gotta wait. We gotta wait for the Lord to come through. It says, "Have mercy upon us, O Lord, have mercy upon us, for we are exceedingly filled with contempt. Our soul is exceedingly filled with the scorning of those that are at ease, and with the contempt of the proud." But basically, the point was in verse 2. I'll read it again. "Behold, as the eyes of servants look unto the hand of their masters, and as the eyes of a maiden unto the hand of her mistress, so our eyes wait upon the Lord our God, until that he have mercy upon us." So you see, again, and many examples, like a child with the parent, many examples, man. That's how we ought to be with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We just gotta, our stay, our trust, our everything should be in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and again, waiting on him to come through for us, waiting for him to deliver. You see, and again, because that's what I got out of this dream. All right, to get into it. Like I said, it was rather a funny dream, but nevertheless, the current situation that I'm in right now, hey, it's needed, man. I needed to, I woke up feeling pretty confident, and I woke up feeling confident. Is what I needed to. Hey, man, the Lord has his ways of communicating with us and dealing with us. If you're paying attention to the spirit, the Lord has his ways of communicating with us, man. And like I said, I took this as just wait, just be patient. Hey, the Lord's gonna come through, So with this dream, from what I remember, and again, I'm not one to get dreams, and when dreams that I do get, I don't remember them at all, But this is one of just a very few that I actually still remember. Is very vague, or vivid rather. I remember being in this extremely tall building. I'm talking about like the Twin Towers, something like that. It was very tall. A skyscraper. And I remember everyone it was business as usual. Everyone, business as usual. And then out of nowhere, people just started panicking, you know. Um, and out of this building, I remember, well, just to give a little bit of an inkling, let's say the building is 100 stories high, I was probably, you know, I was high enough to pretty much like see the city, you know. So out of let's just say out of 100 stories, I was probably on the 69th floor, the 70th floor, somewhere up there, like I said, to where I can actually see the city and see everything. I was probably higher than that. But like I said, business as usual. I remember out of nowhere, people just started panicking. Everyone's running and with panic, everyone's terrified. They're petrified, you know. And I remember looking out the window, and like I said, just like that, hey, it was just all I remember seeing. I remember seeing, like I said, I could see the city and everything, cars, buildings. I could see everything. And then the next moment, all I saw was water, you know. So something had happened to where, just like that, um, everything got flooded. The whole city got flooded with water, you know. And I'm talking about something like out of the Noah's Ark. It was just everything was just all you could see was water. As far as your eye could see, it was just water, and the water was getting higher. You know, if the water it was rising. You know, I don't know, where it came from because it wasn't like raining or anything, but nevertheless, the water it was getting higher and higher, and everyone was scrambling trying to get to the top floor. You know, um, so I remember seeing that just water, and remember looking out the window or looking down, and just again I seen the water just getting higher and higher. And again everyone is just panicking, terrified, running, screaming, and whatever the case may be. And pretty much I remember the water as it got higher and higher, it started rising slower and slower, you know, because again, at first the water it was getting high quick, to the point where people. Now it wasn't entering the building, because I assumed the waters were, or excuse me, the windows were reinstilled. I don't know, but it wasn't getting into the building. Um, but the water it started rising quick, and as it got higher and higher, it started going up. It started getting higher, slower and slower. As it started getting higher and higher, it started going slower and slower. And like I said, everyone is just panicking and terrified. And I remember having this feeling of, because when something, when the Lord puts us in uncertain situations, naturally the flesh is like, oh shit. But as you grow in the spirit, you kind of just learn to, again, the flesh reacting one way, but you kind of learn to just let the spirit take over. And because the scriptures talk about not being hasty in the time of trouble, roughly paraphrasing. So like I said, as it got to where I was at, like I said, it's going up real slow, and as it got to where I was at, I remember, like I said, having that oh shit feeling, that like oh shit, it's about to die or some shit, and this is where it got interesting because again, it was getting higher and higher, and I'm thinking it's gonna stop because it's going slow, but I'm thinking it's gonna stop. when I came to that realization, like this shit ain't gonna stop, man. So as it's getting higher and higher at a slow rate, and that's why I said this is it was a funny vision, not vision, but it was a funny dream because this is where it gets funny because I remember it was some fish, it was a I don't remember what kind of fish it was, but it wasn't even like a big fish like a shark or nothing. It was just a regular fish. And I remember it kept tapping on the window, you know, and it kept tapping on the window, and it got harder and harder. It kept tapping the window harder and harder, because like I said, the water wasn't into the building. It didn't penetrate the building or anything. So, for the most part, the water hadn't gotten inside. But this fish, it kept tapping on the window, and it literally, because it was purposely trying to break the window, because it would tap the window and then would swim out and then swim back full force to hit the window, and it kept doing that to the point where eventually the window started to crack. All right. So this fish, it just kept doing that. It kept doing that. Um, and yeah, them that the cracks, cracks got bigger and bigger. To the point where it's like, oh man, we're about to die up in here. But at the same time, because like I said, everyone else is freaking out. And I remember having a feeling of, hey, basically accepting the fate, man. If this is the Lord's will, if this is how I gotta go out, then hey, so be it. So there was kind of a sense, because like I said, initially you had that oh shit feeling, but it's just a feeling of calmness took over, you know. And this like I said, as this fish was hitting the window harder and harder, because remember the water, is still rising, so um as this fish is hitting the window harder and harder, and the crack is cracking it more and more, to the point where water's starting to seep in, right? I remember I just started saying Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai. I just kept saying Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, and you got to a point where one more hit against that window, it would have gave in, it would have gave in, it would have caved in, and the whole building would have been flooded. But as the fish was coming out, as it swam out and it was coming back in, and for sure this was going to be the devastating blow. It was a bird came out of nowhere and took the fish up, man. Swallowed the fish up. It ate the fish, So that's why I said that, this dream, it was funny, but nevertheless, like I said, a bird ended up coming and just taking the fish out of there. And it was only one fish, that was the only fish. That was, because we could see everything. Like I said, this water, we could see everything. So there was no fishes or anything. It was just that one fish, that was intentionally trying to break the window. But this bird ended up coming out and, I guess saving the day, I guess, and not only that, hey, the water started to recede. It started to go down, So that's why I started out with that in that was Psalm 123, because hey, we have to wait on Yahweh Shema Shai, wait on the deliverance, wait on the mercy, wait on the salvation, because like I said, I had this feeling of calmness, and as that fish was hitting that glass, man, I was just Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, Yahweh. I just kept saying Yahweh Shema Shai, calling on the names while they want us to freaking out and panicking, but I just, like I said, I just had this feeling of calmness and just Yahweh Shema Shai, and hey, ended up, getting delivered, salvation. And like I said, because I felt the need to do this because, like, for those to whom this may concern, like I said, man, I'm just going through a little situation myself, and what I got out of that dream was just be patient. Hey, the Lord's gonna come through. Just wait a little longer, because again, when our backs are against the wall, hey, how about Shema Shai? He shows up at the last second. It'd be the last second the Lord be showing up. He'll come through. Like I said, man, that fish, one more hit, that window, that glass would have caved in. It would have broke. We all would have been through. But hey, salvation. So that's what I took out of it. All right. So just to get two precepts, I got one in Psalm 33. Psalm 33, and I start at verse 18. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. Because you see, our hope is not going to be in vain. Our hope in Yahweh Shema Shai, it's not going to be in vain because, again, it is necessary for us to be put in these situations, these straits, for the Lord to deliver us to show us that, hey, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know, so it's necessary for us to be put in these situations, man. That's the Lord showing us that He's dealing with us and He's got our back. You know, and that's that hope, man. You walk around with a level of expectation. You know, because one thing about the Lord, man, because something may be extremely difficult for us, but it's nothing to the Lord, man. And that's something that we got to constantly remember. It is nothing to the Lord, man. It's light work for the Lord. As heavy of a burden as it may be to us, it's nothing for the Lord to come through, man. It's nothing. But how are we going to know that if the Lord doesn't put us in these situations, just to show us that He's got our back, just to deliver us? And that's how it's going to be with Jacob's trouble, man. You know, that's how it's going to be in Jacob's trouble, man. When things get real out here, when shit pops off out here, our backs are going to be against the wall, man. But we have hope. All right, our hope is not in vain. You see, our hope isn't going to be in vain, because as we know, or as we should know, scriptures like Isaiah 59:19, man. When these devils make their moves and it's just all hell breaking loose, Yahweh Shema Shai. It's really not. It's to a point. It gets to a point that the Lord puts you in a situation and He comes through. You're not really surprised by it anymore. It's just the water Yahweh Shema Shai. You don't really get surprised by it anymore, because it's the Lord, man. The Lord did that. The water Yahweh Shema Shai. And that's kind of how it was in the dream. I was, when that happened, that bird came and the water started to go down. I was just, the water Yahweh Shema Shai. And it's funny because everyone else in the dream, they went back to, business as usual. It was like it never happened. They were crying out for God or Jesus, oh God. And after it was said and done, they, no acknowledgement, no thanks, no nothing, just back to business like it never happened. Pride, But I just remember, the Wa'iyah Bashim Shai, And that's how it's going to be again when shit pops off and Jacob's trouble and all hell breaks loose and the Lord delivering us out of certain situations. Is the Wadi Halba Shemal Shah. While everyone else is running around like a chicken with his head cut off, scared to death, petrified, terrified, and whatnot. The hopefully like we're just gonna the Wadi Halba Shemal, because it's really not gonna be any surprise to us. Because again, we go through so much hell now, and the Lord, all that we've been through, the Lord has been showing us that He's been dealing with us. So our confidence is already to an extent. It's already to a certain level to where, the Lord got this, man. He's got it. I ain't got nothing to worry about, But it says to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. And you see, that's the power of Yahweh Shemal Shai, man. To deliver us from death and to keep us from starving to death, man. To keep us from famine. That Isaiah 65, scriptures that talk about and during the time of famine, His servants are going to be eaten. You see? But it says, verse 20, our soul waiteth for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. So you see, because again, like I read in that Psalm 123, the servant, depending on the hand of the master, the maiden depending on the hand of the mistress, we're depending on the hand of the Heavenly Father, which is Yahweh Shai, man. All right? That's where our trust lies. All right, that's who our hope is in. You see, that's our help, our buckler and shield, man, in the time of distress. All right, it says, for our heart shall rejoice in Him, because we have trusted in His holy name. So you see, there goes the names. All right, like I said in the dream, I was Yahweh Shemal Shai, Yahweh Shemal Shai, and the names are important, And again, because it said, for our heart shall rejoice in Him. Because you see, the Lord puts us in these uncertain situations just to deliver us out of them, to glorify His name. You see, just to glorify His name. And again, that's how it's going to be during Jacob's trouble, man. When the Lord comes through for us in time of uncertainty, we're going to praise Yahweh Shema Shai, the water Yahweh Shema Shai. While everyone else is looking at what the hell, we're going to be the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai. That's going to be the hopeful elect. You see? But I'm going to get one more. Lamentations 3:25. The Lord is good unto them that wait for Him, to the soul that seeketh him. So you see, man. All right. Ecclesiasticus, the second chapter, man. Anyone that trusted in Yahweh Shema Shai, called on Yahweh Shema Shai, believed in Yahweh Shema Shai, did the Lord ever leave them confounded? And the answer is no, he didn't. All right. And again, we have to walk around with this level of expectation. Like the Lord, hey, man, the Lord's got this. He's got me. The Lord's going to take care of this, man. Because, hey, the hopefully elect, we already got the victory. All right. We already won this shit. We already, beat this shit. It's just a matter of it playing out. So, speaking to myself in any situation, already have a victory type mindset. Just know that, you already conquered this shit. It's just being played out. We just have to, it has to be manifested. Because you see, the Lord ain't gonna do us wrong, man. Especially if we're sincere and we've been putting our best foot forward and serving the Lord in sincerity and in truth. He's not gonna do us wrong, man. That's why I said the Lord is good unto them that wait for Him. So you see, don't be hasty in time of uncertainty. Just wait. Just be patient. Because again, it'd be the last second, just when you think, man, damn, I'm through. Hey, the Lord will show up, spiritual power, whatever. The Lord will show up. The Lord will come through. And that's how it was in that dream, man. He's like, oh shit, man, we were all about to be through, and then boom, salvation, deliverance. You see, so that's what I took out of the dream, and like I said, going through the situation that I'm going through right now, and hey, I believe it's the Lord's way of letting me know that just wait, just wait. The Lord, He's got you. Just wait. Just be a little patient, and Lord willing, this was edifying and uplifting to whom this may concern. Giving all praise to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Again, all praises to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Brought a thumb to you, hopefully elect. Lord willing, until next time. Shalom.